Hey, what's going on, guys? TF Fox here, back with another banger video. Yes, guys, it's been a little while, but I am back. We are back after the sadness of the Elder Scrolls Legends shutdown, which I'm going to put more in the description below and in the previous video and whatever, but if you don't know, basically it shut down. But I also forgot to mention in my final video for that I got the rare phone app, which I'm obviously going to keep forever, and just so glad I got to play it on there as well, especially last time. And yeah, got to 100% everything, got a 100% win ratio in multiplayer, got the Agent of the Throne card back, title, House Redoran, same thing, and just overall all kinds of epic, RP and lore in the final days. Check Steam for more, and update to the Elder Scrolls series playthrough, of course, doing all games again, vanilla. Read my screenshots and Steam for more. And even got Travels games working on emulators, which, as a master modder was hella hard and sketchy, but now I can play every single, I can and have actually played and 100% at every single Elder Scrolls game, which is awesome. So again, check the relevant content for that, screenshots, Steam, other videos, of course, but I just wanted to briefly mention it here because I forgot in my last video. But, ladies and gentlemen, today we are in possibly the most underrated game of all time. And of course, you can tell just by looking at it, Watch Dogs. Now, I made a similar video on The Crew before it shut down, and why I believe it's probably the most underrated racing game of all time, and one of the most underrated games of all time. And I wanted to make a similar one of Watch Dogs, The Division, all kinds of games that are from this sort of 2014-ish Ubisoft era. And I'm going to get into why that's so relevant, why so specific, But I wanted to start with Watch Dogs because Watch Dogs is one of my favorite games of all time. I still remember, all the hype for it back in 2014, and when I first bought it, it was incredible. And I mean, it was R18 plus, and I wasn't 18, so I had my ways, my sources. But I'm so glad I did get it because it's an amazing game, incredible series. Just gonna check, make sure. Yep, okay. So now I'm essentially just going to be talking about why it's good. I'm just going to be rambling, just going to be doing sort of a review on the game. You can check my Steam review for more. Check, my screenshots, everything. But I wanted to just make a video, and I'm also going to make a similar one for Watch Dogs 2, The Division, all kinds of other games, and I mean, just in general, tons of different games in the series will come under this sort of series. I guess, whether this will be a new series or, it'll probably be a new series. It'll probably be under my game review series. So I'm going to be doing tons and tons of games, all kinds of cool and awesome different games and series that I really like, and specifically ones that I think that are extremely underrated. So again, we're on the incredible home screen of Watch Dogs 1, and I mean, you can already tell this game's goated. So let's go in here. We'll look at Bad Blood in a second, but I just want to show the main storyline. Now, before we begin, there's a couple things I want to talk about. I am currently using a vanilla game build at the moment, since I figured for this video, probably best to just show the vanilla game, since, this is what the game is. And not just for the review, but I'm also 100%ing the game again, even though I've done it many times on PS3, PS4, just like Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2. I've done a lot of games that I haven't done yet on Steam, but I am 100%ing all over time, as you know. And so since I'm 100%ing all of the Bad Blood achievements you can't do with mods, so that's also why I'm in my vanilla game build at the moment. But if you want to see my epic, fully modded, lore-friendly build with Police and Factions Overhaul and Living City and a few other mods, check my other YouTube videos, my shootout videos on Watch Dogs that I uploaded a few months ago, probably a couple of years ago now, and I'm going to be releasing more content on that over time, because after I finish the Bad Blood stuff, I'm going to be going back to my fully modded game build, but also just switching back and forth between vanilla and whatnot, because I love both. I love this game so much. I could play it any kind of way, but I do love my modded build. Yeah, so essentially I just wanted to make this a review of Watch Dogs 1 from a Watch Dogs veteran over a decade later. And there's a few few topics I want to talk about, but I essentially just gonna ramble about why I love this game, why I love games from this era, and yeah, just so excited for hopefully the next game in the series. Hopefully, I'm also excited for GTA 6, of course. How can I not be? Can't believe it's actually coming out soon. There's going to be a lot of content on that. So yes, I guess the first question I want to answer for all you guys is why 2014 Ubisoft games? Why are you specifically talking about these and why they're good and whatnot? And that is simply because of the 2014 or 2013, I guess. I'm not really sure the exact year, but whatever it was, the famous Ubisoft graphics downgrade debacle. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're either living under a rock or you were born after the year 2014. Essentially, for those of you that don't know, games from 2014 that were made by Ubisoft, specifically Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was the game that started this whole thing. But also Rainbow Six Siege. I think Far Cry might have been involved. I'm not sure, but this was the main game, Watch Dogs 1. There was a huge controversy because the E3 gameplay trailer showed the game, and then when the game actually released, it was a downgrade, right? And people boycotted the game like crazy. A lot of people refused to buy this game or play it or whatever. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, guys, it was a huge mistake. For anyone that did that, that's a huge mistake. And I'm so glad that I didn't do that. I'm glad that I did play it. Because truly, you're missing out. This game is incredible. Now, was it a downgrade? Yes, absolutely. It was. There's no denying. The gameplay trailer looked incredible. There's an ambient world event there, car crash, pretty awesome. Uh-oh. Don't want anyone to spot me. But yeah, I'm just walking through the city streets here just while I'm explaining things so I can show you guys the pure ambience of this world. The pure ambience of this world in question. Yes. Incredible. But yeah, look, I want to preface this, guys. I completely understand, and I'm not judging you if you did skip this game because of the drama, okay? Like, at the time, I mean, I was there. I remember how big a deal it was, you know, I remember it was disappointing, you know, to see the E3 trailer and then to see the game, and it was a bit of a downgrade. But, got a drone. Oh, a little RC plane. That is so cool. Oh my god. I've never seen that before, and I've played this game for over a decade. That is awesome. I understand if you didn't play this game, right? It was a downgrade, but look at this game, right? Just look at it, and tell me, like, not only do these graphics hold up well over 10 years later, they actually beat, I'd say, the majority of games that came out recently. Like, seriously, this game is incredible. Not just in terms of what it's good at, but also the graphics, which is actually what it's also good at. I'm a strong believer in that. I think that this game is actually genuinely one of the prettiest looking games of all time. The aesthetics, you know, the looks, you know, it's the perfect example of style over substance, right? A lot of game companies try and strive for the most realistic looking game, but that's not always the best case, right? I mean, I think for what it does, look at that, that's incredible. For what this game's supposed to do, it does it perfectly. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to cover off the bat as to why I'm reviewing this game, because it truly was extremely underrated. And why I think it's incredible, and why I think a lot of people missed out, and I'm hoping that you can play it, because it's great. Pack this traffic light here. Absolute classic, guys. Never gets old. Never gets old. So, yeah, it's just ironic, since genuinely I think this is one of the best looking games of all time. So it's ironic that not many people played it because of the graphics, because at the time it appeared to be a big deal. But I mean, look at the issues that we're facing in the gaming industry today. You know, with corporate greed, shutting games down that we love, of course, losing them forever. You know, it makes this whole like graphics downgrade thing like look like such a minor deal, which it is. It truly is. But yeah, so again, check my Steam review and screenshots for more, because I'm probably just going to be rambling and I structure it out more well there, but I just wanted to cover a few things. But yeah, in terms of my history for the game, and the series, like I said, I got it back in 2014. I was there for the hype, and I've been playing it for over 10 years. Not just one, of course, but two, and Legion as well. Legion, not really going to talk about that much, but one and two, I genuinely think are some of the most incredible games. And two, I think, gets more love than one, which is good because it's a great game. But one doesn't get much love, and it is also an incredible game. It's different, but it's incredible in its own way. I mean, just look at the graphics here. It's insane. So that's my history with the game and the series, and where to begin when talking about this game. Well, I think firstly we should cover. Obviously, we've covered the graphics. I think they're incredible. I think they're very, very ambient, and that's one thing I want to talk about is the world and the ambience. Watch Dogs 1 is set in Chicago, if you didn't know. And Chicago, I think, is a location that isn't really covered much in gaming. And I always appreciate that. I always appreciate when games can get out of LA, New York, all the stereotypical locations that we've seen a billion times. Chicago is a very interesting city to play with in Watch Dogs 1. And I mean, as someone that knows Chicago very well, I can tell you the accuracy of each of the different areas is incredible. I mean, from over here, you've got the suburbs, down here, sort of the mid-suburbs, up here to more of the richer estates. Pawnee, which is more of the countryside of Illinois. Mad Mile, which is like downtown. Same with the Loop the Loop's more downtown. I think Mad Mile's just city. Famous landmarks, of course, which are incredible. Down to the docks, which is obviously industrial, and then down to the wards, which is obviously the more poorer, O-block looking areas. And all of them are done incredibly well. I mean, that's a lot of variety in a map, truly. It's not just city, right? I mean, it's not just this. You get a bit of country, you get suburbs and everything, and all of it is incredibly detailed. You might notice something when walking around, and that is... I'm glad the radio didn't turn on because I don't want to be copyright. When walking around and driving around, you may notice, or maybe you're not thinking this, but I always do, and that is that this game world feels a lot more alive than GTA. Which I'm not afraid to say. Like, look at that. 3D interior? Bruh. In 2014? Bruh. Yeah, this game is genuinely more, the world is more alive than GTA. Any of the GTAs. And again, it's a lot of wasted potential because I feel like a lot of people didn't appreciate it as much. But when you're walking around the streets, wherever that may be, in any area of this game, you can't help but feel how detailed it is. Okay, give us a second here for the. Gotta hide from the civilians here.
Chicago citizens are furious that police have yet to
Don't
arrest
call the
the
police.
vigilante known as the Fox. According
Yes.
to a recent poll, people consider the vigilante to be as big a threat to safety as
We also might get invaded in line, so
businesses near reported
FYI.
vigilante sightings have taken a hit as civilians try to avoid getting caught in the crossfire, and the owners are demanding action. In the meantime, police remind us that the crime tip line is always open.
Yes. Okay. I mean, just look at ANP's actual aura right here. Anyway, the game world feels extremely alive, and that's for a number of reasons, but I think it's just incredible, detailed world building. But another reason, of course, which is Watch Dogs' forte, is the profiling system. Every single citizen has a name, an age, a job, an income, and a little fun fact about them. And this obviously carried into Watch Dogs 2 and Legion, but obviously it started with 1, and this was incredible for the time, for 2014. Truly, I mean... the amount of detail... I'm just going to get out of this area real quick. I mean, we could do the crime. Little side mission here. The amount of detail it adds, the amount of ambience, you just don't see it in games these days. Or even in things like GTA, which is incredible. So we've got a crime detected here.
He's gotta be close.
I'm a vigilante, if you guys didn't know. Oh, here he is. Oh, yeah, okay. He's not going to commit the crime anymore. Reb Bozo. Yeah, so it's incredible. I mean, I don't really need to explain why this makes the world feel more alive. I mean, GTA NPCs just feel like soulless little copy-paste NPCs, but these people actually feel alive. And of course, again, it's the things that they're doing. You know, we've just been walking around for like 10 minutes and we've seen people doing all kinds of different things around the streets. I mean, that's just incredible. And then, of course, you got the foliage here, looks beautiful. The lighting in this game, I can't even begin to tell you how beautiful the lighting is. And, you know, just looking at the Chicago skyline, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. This whole game's beautiful. And again, there's a reason that people use Watch Dogs 1 and 2 footage in fake GTA 6 trailers, because it's actually possible. Because that's how good these games are, and I think that it's definitely gone underrated, underloved, for sure. But also, guys, speaking on that note, a lot of people also call Watch Dogs a GTA clone, which it's just beyond stupid. I don't even want to get into why it's stupid, but to call anything a something clone or a GTA clone, it's such a dumb argument. But no, Watch Dogs is absolutely not a GTA clone. It is so much more than that, which probably leads me on to the next point, and that is the gameplay. Watch Dogs gameplay is incredible. It is so unique, and it's like, I mean, I'd never seen it up until now. Like the steam pipe here. You want to see a steam pipe? Yeah. Hack the steam pipe. The blocker. Raise the blockers. It's incredible. Now, if you don't know the premise of Watch Dogs, it's pretty simple. You are Aiden Pierce, a vigilante, who sees his niece get killed and is caught up in a whole thing. As you can see, we're about to show off how much of a vigilante we are. Let's catch this fool. Let's see. And again, see, I could use the environment here to take him down, but what if I just... Yeah. Yeah, you're a vigilante, you watch your niece get killed, blah 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 blah. You uncover huge crime rings, and in the background you have this whole CTOS Bloom thing, which is extremely relevant in today's world. Oh yeah, and it's this whole concept of Big Brother, always watching, every device connected, everything, you know, everything's connected. And in 2014, you know, this was sort of a dystopian look, but in 2025, this is literally the world we live in today. Here you go.
CTOS provides a citywide fast response security system. CTOS, dedicated to protecting you and your family, everywhere and any time of day.
Yeah, so there's a little brief introduction. It's relevant as hell. I can tell you this much, and as someone that actually works in the field of cybersecurity and that sort of thing, I can tell you guys how relevant this is. And it's incredible. And I'm not going to say they predicted it. I mean, it's obvious that this was coming, but it's still really cool to see how they've built this world, and it's how relevant it is today, and how fun it feels to play. So yes, the gameplay. You are a hacker, obviously, and that's how we can see everyone's things. And as you've seen, we can interact with the world in a number of different ways. You can hack into cars immediately to get access to them. You can blow up steam pipes. You can... Classic song, but I unfortunately can't play it. Actually, let's get back in the car. You can hack blockers, you can hack doors to open, you can hack literally anything you want. Traffic lights, and you might just think that this is a fun gimmick, which it is, of course, don't get me wrong, it's so fun going around the world just hacking things. But it also has an incredible gameplay element, and that is, you know, every mission you do, every story mission, every side mission, you can take it on in so many different ways. When you're in a chase, for example, you can hack the blockers. Blockers go up, the cars crash into them. You can hack the steam pipes, blah blah blah. When you're doing a stealth segment, for example, you can use the world around you to your advantage. You can blow up things to cause distractions. You can hack enemy communications. Of course, you can just hack random civilians, get cool things. You can even hack this horsey ride. Now, I'm sure most of you already know this, so I don't want to talk and dwell on it too much, but in short, the gameplay is incredible, and it leads to one of the most fun story experiences ever. And, of course, just open world experiences. And, of course, there's also a crap ton of side content, which I'm not even going to hope to cover in this video, but I am doing a playthrough. I am currently 100%ing, so I'm going to be doing it all, but the missing persons investigations, a lot of people like that as well. You basically take down that network. There's also a serial killer roaming around Chicago that you have to take down. It's just awesome. So, with that also comes the story. Now, I'm going to talk more about Watch Dogs 2 story in that video, of course, but it's very different to 1, and I think a lot of people don't really know what Watch Dogs 1 story is all about. And if you don't, basically, it's incredible, for one. It's extremely dark and gritty. And I explained it a bit before. Obviously, he sees Nice gets killed, he takes on a lot of different things, and you know, it's as far as cliche, as far as stories go, it's kind of cliche. It's got a few cliches. The story is awesome, and I think a part of that is the gameplay. No, little bro ain't getting away. Where's he gonna go? Oh, he's cooked. Got him. Nice. And you can see the more things you do, you have a reputation. It's either good or bad. Vigilante, I am a menace, because I've been in plenty of police shootouts, and killing police officers is a sure way to get that reputation down. So, but yeah, it's incredible. And the story is, you know, again, I think it's awesome. It's very different to 2, but it's got an awesome story of revenge. Aiden Pearce is genuinely one of, if not the best Ubisoft character I think they've ever created. I mean, look at bro. Obviously, this is a custom outfit, but he's the Fox, guys. Come on, he's literally me. Put this car on here, distract people for no reason. You can, oh, of course, how could I forget? You can also hack the cameras, which again has huge gameplay things. You have to solve puzzles by going from camera to camera and looking at things. It's just such an interactable world to the likes we've never seen before. You know, when I play this and then I go back to GTA just feels like soulless, honestly. And it's just what makes this even more sad, is that no one played this. Like, the worlds of Watch Dogs 1 and 2, my god, I wish I could talk about it forever. Let's do some shopping at the gun store.
Qué bueno verte.
I wonder... Where's the... Let me check my guns, actually. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Anyway. So yes, it's truly incredible. And what I might do is I might travel to some of the different areas just to show you guys. Let's head down to the wards. So as I'm driving, just sort of look at the different areas and... which way am I heading? Yes, this is the correct way. Yeah, look at some of the different areas and how it differs. Oh gosh, just more police. Alright, we're gonna have to escape the police here. This is good. The police system is also incredible in Watch Dogs. So, as you can see, you've got the scan. It's not an instant wanted level. You can hide. And you can see that little news thing. So that's because I'm a menace. They hate me. Oh god. Okay. We're gonna get chased here. But that's okay, because I can show you what the police escapes are like. Although, this vehicle might not be the best. Might not be the best for escaping, but let's get them, guys. Vanilla police are also pretty realistic, so we can see here I'm in a chase, neutralize the traffic light. How awesome is that, guys? That's just one of many ways that you can escape chases and things like it. It's... yeah, you just don't see it in other games. Okay, so here we can see I'm escaping, and what I can do here is go down a side street, open a gate, and I can hide here, and then I can hide in the car. See, this is incredible. This is something that you don't see in GTA. The wanted system in Watch Dogs is incredible. Getting to escape them by hiding in back streets and alleys with this awesome music. Yeah, I mean, how cool is that? So there's a police evasion there, and we can just hack our way out. Don't forget to close the door behind you. And this CTOS building is one of the many strongholds you take down, of course. The classic Ubisoft sort of tower system. There's the police. Pretty, okay. Pretty decently realistic vanilla police in terms of vehicles, uniforms, etc. They look relatively like Chicago, but of course I gotta shout it out, of course, for my boy Yorpy, who worked on the incredible Police and Factions Overhaul mod. It makes the game so much better. It adds detectives, it adds Illinois State Police, it adds so much to the game. So I highly recommend that. So, we're now in the wards, which is the poorer area, as you can tell by the vehicles and the buildings. Just take this car, hopefully he doesn't call the police. Sorry, man. You ain't calling the cops on me? So you don't even have to kill them. Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't even have to kill them, you can just scare them. Oh, which is awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna walk around here as it turns to daytime. The more poorer area, which is, as we can see here, just the aesthetic in this game, the vibe of autumn Chicago. I don't think it gets any better than this, in my opinion. Yeah. Again, I don't blame anyone for avoiding it, but if you did, please check it out. I promise you will not regret this game. Even just a playthrough of the story is so immersive and so enjoyable. And I'm still playing this game long after. If you don't know, this this save is after I've completed all the missions and I'm just 100%ing the rest of the side activities. But yeah, I mean, we'll stop here at the cafe for a sec so I can show you guys some of the side activities, but just look at the graphics, look at the... and I should preface, actually, this is on 4K Ultra, so pretty much as good as it gets. But still, you know, no matter what you play this on, the game just looks incredible. And just look at these shops. Look how realistic they look. Look at the food, like... And it's such like a cozy vibe in the... Oh, I love it. And this is one of my favorite guys, Russ, as I call him. And you can play chess in this game, which is one of the many side activities you can do to pass the time and to get cool rewards when you reach milestones, which is pretty awesome. You'll have to bear with me, guys. I'm not the best at chess, but I consider myself to be somewhat decent. So we'll play a little game here for the video. That there. Of course, we can look at him, see what he's up to. Okay, so he can eat there, he can eat there, there. It's all kind of protected, which is good. Let's move Bishop. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. That's fine. We pretty much have to eat with King. That's fine, though. Take that trade. I think he's baiting me into something here. Aha.
Fast check.
That's fine. What's he going to do here? Really? I think I may have put him on easy. I did not check the difficulty. But I do like to play on hard usually. It's tough, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at chess, but it's fun, you know, it's entertaining. So we can check him here.
Shit.
Yeah, in the sake of time, guys, I won't play through the entire game. But it actually keeps your progress, which is pretty cool, so I'll finish this game later. But just wanted to show you guys sort of what it's all about. Let's go try and have a look at some of the other side content. So there's a lot of collectibles to find throughout the world. There's a lot of mini games. There's gang hideouts, stronghold, races, CTOS towers to unlock. There's just so much stuff. I truly can't show everything in this video. But it's incredible. It's truly incredible what they fit in this game from 2014. Also, here's the rare police station. Of course I remember, because I'm never going to forget. Where you can find the rare SUV and the Crown Vic. You can only really find this here. And it's awesome. I forgot how to turn on the siren. Ah, there we go. Pretty decent siren, pretty decent lighting. Still prefer the crew, of course, but Nothing beats the crew. But again, with police and factions overhaul, it's incredible. Now we're entering the docks area, which again, oh, that sunrise, just beautiful. And I'll probably head towards the bridge, and we'll try and go. Yeah, we'll go there. But yeah, this whole sort of hack the world vibe that the game's got going on. It's so fun, so relevant. Okay, I've kind of backed myself into a corner here. Actually, I think there's got to be a jump here. Yeah, there we go. I saw the gap on the map. I was like, there's no way there's not a jump here. Whee! Ah, I couldn't hack it in time. Yeah, relevant as hell these days. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We can cross over here. You can hack the bridge. You can make it go up and down, and that's of course one of the most fun things. Is in the city, you can hack those classic Chicago bridges to go up and down, which is awesome. But let's head over. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, so again, more of a ramble thing, guys. Check my review for more if you want to see a more structured layout, and of course, feel free to comment below if there's anything you want to talk about with this game. If there's any questions you have for this game, you can hack those electronic signs, give them cool messages and stuff. Gotta believe it. See ya. And here we go. We're now in the downtown area, and again, you just look at the differences in the buildings, the architecture, the vehicles. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Yeah, and like just look at the graphics and the lighting and everything. It's got this sort of corporate feel to it, which I really like. One way I've always thought of it is it looks like modded GTA. It looks like modded GTA 4 with like an ENB and a shader, which is a great sign. I mean, if your game looks like another game that's modded with insane graphics mods, just vanilla, like that's crazy. Some of my favorite things to go through here. Anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about was the online, which we can go in here. You can also do a number of things on your phone, like you've got your progression here, so you can see all the main stuff complete, doing all the side stuff now. You've got investigations, like I said, missing persons and the serial killer and stuff. Audio hotspots, city hotspots, audio logs. You've got those QR codes, sorry, that you have to try and find. There's online, there's all the mini games, including chess, cash run, drinking, NVZN, poker, and the shell game. All of them are super fun. And all these side stuff here, which is great. You've then got skill trees, so just like most other games, you can upgrade skills as you're going along. In fact, I've got quite a few points here. Adds an additional battery slot, I will definitely take that. All of them make you stronger, more powerful, pretty normal stuff. You've got cars on demand, where you can order cars. You unlock them by doing different things, just playing through the story, doing side content, all that kind of stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you've got some of the mini games here. You've got Media app. You can play songs on your phone, which is awesome. And then you have the online, which is kind of what I wanted to show here. So the online mode has quite a few different mini games, which are super fun, and which I'm currently doing as part of 100%ing the game, because let's just say on an over 10-year-old game, finding lobbies for some of these things is really hard. So it might take me some time, but this is currently what I'm working on, and will probably be working on for some time, but I will get it done because I'm 100% master, as you all know. So there's a lot of different modes you can do. Some of the most fun, which I'm probably going to show, is online hacking and tailing. You've got races, you've got more modes in the Bad Blood DLC, which we're going to go to in a sec. But I wanted to show off probably online hacking, which is probably the most fun. Now, a lot of people don't like this, and I get it, you know, no one likes being invaded while in their own game, but that's why you can turn it off in the settings. I personally really like it. I think it's fun. It's fun both being hacked and hacking. But essentially, yeah, here we go. We got some guy. So this is the online, and oh no, failed. So you join people's sessions, and we have to hack them whilst hiding. So yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. But I'm just going to walk through the streets here. And again, you can go and look at the E3 trailer, gameplay trailer, and compare for yourself. You will see, yeah, nice one, buddy. You will see that it's worse, but like, really, is it that much worse that this makes this a bad game, not worth playing? I don't think so. I truly don't think so. So let's see if we can join this guy here. Oh, he's all the way on the corner here. This is going to make this a little difficult.
One of our high-value targets is in town.
Okay.
We need you to hack them and install a back door for us.
If I can get him on the camera here. There we go. So he's over here. We hack him, and we have a minute to initiate the hack. So what I'm going to do is try and find somewhere where I can hide. And this area, I know this area. I know you can get up on these roofs, and this is extremely useful. Okay, he's actually up there right now. So at the moment, he doesn't know he's being hacked unless he saw me. So let's hope not. So what I might do is initiate it here. If I can jump up here, yes I can. This city has so many places to hide, and it makes it so fun and really engaging. So what I might do... Oh god, he's coming. I'm going to initiate it over here, and I'm going to go up here and hide. So we get a nice overview of things. So I've initiated the hack, so now he knows that someone is invading his game. So you can see him down there. And his goal is to find me and kill me, and it's my goal, of course, to hide. Now, he's picked a pretty bad area because there's a lot of places you could hide here. Let's see, is there anywhere better? Nah, I'm just going to hide over here. Right in the corner. This was always so much fun. I loved doing this for many years back in the early days, 2014. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people hate it, but it's fun, it's exhilarating, you know, I like hiding. And the more you hide, the more you can appreciate small details in this world, you know? Just watch people and things. So you can see that as the progress bar goes, he's only got a limited amount of time to find me. And I can only really see him when he's in sight. So I'm not sure where he went, but I might be better to go on this side. Either way, I don't think he's going to find me. Famous last words. Oh god. Yeah, another thing to note, guys, I'm not... Could be him. Yeah, I think that's him down there. Yep. Oh, poor guy. I'm not hoping to show everything in this video. This game has a lot of content, seriously. But my main goal in this video is to just sort of get you interested in playing it if you've never played the game before. And then from there... Oh crap, is he going to come up here? Okay, no, it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing, of course you can play it more and explore the rest of the content. I'm not hoping to show off everything. But I am... Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, yes, he failed. I don't think he saw the ladder. Oh, poor guy. If this is you, I'm sorry, but it had to be done. I'm not hoping to show everything, but I am showing off some of the online as, obviously, commemorizing it as part of my online commemoration series for games that might shut down, because the servers for this game will shut down eventually. And when that day happens, I'll show off more of the online stuff, of course, but I will be adding this to my commemorative series, of course. Just like The Crew, both came out in the same year, both from Ubisoft. Oh, there he is. Sorry, buddy.
With a plan and stuck to it.
Nice. So that was a pretty successful invasion there. And then who knows, we might even get invaded ourselves in a second, which hopefully that happens, because I have an achievement for that. And I haven't done it yet, so we can see here, actually, right here, there's a CTOS tower, so... so we need to get to that box, somehow. How are we supposed to get over there? I'm not too sure, guys.
That creeps all over the news.
Oh, shut up. I'm the vigilante. Let's see. Okay, I see. So we have to go up there, then up there. Okay, yep. Yes, that is fine. Let's go and quickly unlock that. But yeah, so I'm hoping to just give you guys sort of a brief look at the game. And if you're interested, definitely play it. But the main things I wanted to talk about are obviously the world, why I think Watch Dogs 1's version of Chicago is incredible. It's a very faithful retelling, as well as a really fun hacking playground. So it's a fun game world, but also a very realistic game world and relevant, as you all know. Why the gameplay works really well for the story, how good the story is, and of course... My bad. I thought... Huh. Okay. Hang on. We have to somehow... I see. We have to get over there. Which then connects... Ah, come on. God damn it. Interesting. So... Yeah, there's another mini game nearby. Jeez, this is a bit of a thing here, but let's see if we can do it regardless. No, we can't, because then... Ah, I see, we have to go on this thing. So we hack the lift, bring it down. So yeah, and if you're comparing this to 2, if you've played 2 before, 2 is a lot more of a more colourful, fun, sandboxy experience, whereas this is more of a dark, gritty revenge story. And both, I genuinely think, work really well for what they try and achieve. There we go. Nice. Oh, nearly fell off there. Look at these people just doing yoga. Beautiful. And here we go. We've made it into the box, so now we can unlock the CTOS tower. And that's another thing unlocked. And in classic Ubisoft fashion, it shows you the little classic. Love to see it though. So it shows you new things you can do, unlock safe houses, gives you new things. So let's see what this new hideout is. And yeah, I mean, this whole hacking aesthetic, this worldview, I mean, it's just incredible. Okay, it's just one of these under the overpass here. I mean, just look at the vibrance of the flora and the fauna. It's, I mean, well, there is no fauna, but it's pretty incredible still. And there's a QR code thing over here, so let's go have a look at that. I think it's below the overpass here. Hopefully it's not above. But yeah, I do be planning on making more content. No, it's above the overpass. I'm definitely planning on making more Watch Dogs content, whether that's just on the game itself or specific aspects like my mods. There it is, up there on that. And by the way, you can actually scan these QR codes and they take you to different things. This camera? No, looking for one that's higher. Probably... I see it, it's over there. No, that's behind the tree. Maybe that one? Wait, maybe if we hack this one. And hack that one. There we go, so you can see there's the QR code. Let's scan it. And we get an audio file. Raymond Kenny, the GOAT. Yep, so, like I said, relevant as hell. Also, Raymond Kenny's the GOAT. Speaking of Raymond Kenny, let's go to the countryside. Just to show you off, I feel like I've shown off the major areas, except for this one. It's only a small countryside, but it's really enjoyable to sort of get out of the Chicago city, which you can see. You can still see it from here, of course, but this is more of like a rural Illinois sort of look. And again, it's so fun. Like, it's just so fun. Now, obviously, for a hacking game, you'd much rather be in a city where there's a lot of things to hack. But I still always found this part really enjoyable, not just for the story missions, but it's just a really enjoyable area. And of course, you can go into a pawn shop and you can hack the toy, and you can hack different things. Can you hack the shark?
Hello?
Maybe not in this shop. Let's sell all of my stuff here. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much a general overlook at the game. I'm going to switch now to the Bad Blood DLC just for a very quick look. Before we wrap things up, I don't want this video to be too long, and again, I'd like to hear what you guys think, what you guys want to see. But I just really quickly wanted to talk about, you know, why I think this game holds my heart so much. Why I really, really like this game, and why I think that it was incredibly underrated, and why I think that a lot of people should give it a try. So yeah, if you do fit in that boat, so this is the Bad Blood DLC. You play as Raymond Kenny, one of the founding fathers of Bloom and CTOS, who went corrupt and went against the system, which is good because the system is corrupt itself. And I love my Bumblebee outfit, of course. So 100%ing it, obviously. That's why I'm playing through it at the moment. But yeah, so obviously you've got Street Sweep, which is sort of like a new game mode. You've got different online modes. You can do pretty much the same stuff, but now there's online Street Sweep, which is more like online co-op, which you have to do as part of the achievement, but there's no one playing. If anyone's still playing, let me know. I can, so I can get the achievement, and I'm also happy to help anyone else out that needs it. But yeah, so anyway, guys, so yeah, like I was saying, if this is you, if you're in the boat of people that never played this, whether that be because of the graphics controversy, or just because you never got around to playing it, but you played 2 or Legion and you like them, or even if you never played them before and you're looking for a new series to get into, I highly recommend Watch Dogs. Now, obviously, I'm not going to lie, there is a bit of nostalgia attached to this game for me, like with a lot of other games in the series, but I don't think there's any denying that this game should get a lot more love than it has. You know what I mean? Like, I think, I genuinely think that this game was done dirty by the whole graphics situation. And I think that this was from a time when, you know, Ubisoft and other game developers actually put time and effort into their games. Came up with new IPs, new concepts, new things that made the gaming industry feel unique. Whereas now, I don't mean to bundle everything into a sort of general statement, but the gaming industry, to me at least, has gone to crap in many different ways. But one of them is just how stale it is. I mean, they're not working on anything new, really. They just keep reusing the same things, trying to make every game look ultra realistic. But what happened to Watch Dogs, The Crew, The Division? I'm talking specifically for Ubisoft, but this applies for every other, you know, thing. You know, what happened to these new, unique concepts that have backstory, lore, incredible gameplay concepts that make them unique? You know, it's yeah, it's pretty wild. But anyway, guys, I think I'll wrap up the video here. I think I've covered off most things that I wanted to cover off. Again, no chance of covering off everything in this, because it's a huge game with a lot of things. But if you like what you see, please check out Watch Dogs. This game is incredible. Luckily, it obviously has no chance of shutting down, because it's a single-player game, but the online elements will shut down eventually. But you can play this game, which is good. So yeah, if you want to, check it out, play it. Like I said, check out my Steam screenshots and a review and just other things for more, where it's more structured and I explain more things. But I think I covered off most things. I love this game so much, I love this series so much, and I hope you will too. I hope you all do. I know my fellow Watch Dogs veterans out there watching this, you know, you all love the game, and I'm very grateful for that. But I want to try and get more people into it, because I genuinely feel like a lot of people avoided it. So, without further ado, stay tuned for a lot more content, both on Watch Dogs and other games and series, and just other things in general. I'm looking to make a lot more videos, not just on this game, but just underrated games, and just overall all games, of course, in all my series and new series to come. So, yeah, hope you all enjoy. Check my Steam screenshots for more. Stay tuned for more content. I'm not sure when the next video will be out after this one, but because before this was the CS sticker thing, or at least it should be, and then this one, and then like I said, I'm hoping to make a similar one on Watch Dogs 2. Not sure if that'll be my very next video, but there's a lot more videos to come over time, guys, don't you worry. So stay tuned. No upload schedule as usual, but always more content to come. And I hope all of you dead sec lovers out there enjoy, and stay tuned and let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. Or if you have any questions about this awesome game and series. But without any further ado, guys, hope you all had an amazing time watching this video. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And Tia Fox is out.